Good morning, everyone. I feel so honored to be here for Girl Scout Sunday. I have a daughter that went through Girl Scouts. She sat in the rows just like you girls are this morning. She's now a junior in college. She's 20 years old, and she's in college in Colorado. So hopefully she might be up watching it. I don't know. Hi, Catherine, if you're up. Maybe she'll watch this on the recording. So thank you very much for being here. So today, I just wanted to talk about some of the things that the girls do, and some of these were my daughter's favorite activities. So a couple Fridays ago, we had Girls' Day, which is called Hinamatsuri in Japan. Thank you, Addie, for being on my slideshow today. So Girl Scout Sunday always occurs around the same time as Girls' Day. It's a Japanese festival called Hinamatsuri, and it's generally celebrated in Japan on March 3rd. And it's a festival where families wish for health, happiness, and prosperity for their girls. So very fitting for Girl Scouts here at OCBC. So in the picture there, you see the dolls. Those are the Hinamatsuri dolls. And at the very top stairs, so there's a bunch of platforms and stairs. So at the top stairs is the emperor and empress. And so they represent the ideal happy marriage and prosperous and high status of life. And then the next three, you see three women there. Those are the three ladies in the court. They represent, they symbolize service, grace, and support in women's life. And then there's the five musicians. Three musicians represent different roles. There's a singer, there's a flute player, there's a drum player, and it symbolizes a joyful and harmonious life. And then the next row, those are like soldiers. They protect the emperor and empress in the court. There's the minister of the right, and then there's a minister of the left, and there's bodyguards, and they represent protection for the child from physical harm or evil. So those are the dolls on the Girls' Day decorations. I don't know if you ever realized what those meant. So we just had Girls' Day at OCBC in the Kaikan, and it's so beautiful. All the girls get dressed up in yukatas. They have a formal flag ceremony, and we have several girls that play taiko, so they had a taiko performance as well. I don't know how many girls were there that day. We invited other girls from other troops, so there might have been about 100 people there. It was very beautiful, and I had so much fun, and thank you for inviting me. The Nisei Week Court was also there. They've been with us for the past, 2 or 3 years now. So they helped with some of the activities for the girls. The girls rotate through different stations. They do crafts. They make mochi. So I think it's such a wonderful day. And then one of the things that's traditionally eaten on Girls' Day is sakura mochi. So sakura mochi has the red bean on inside, and then the outside is mochi. But if you could see the picture, the mochi looks a little bumpy, so it's not pounded all the way. And then there's a green leaf. The green leaf is from the cherry blossom tree, the sakura tree, and it's salted. So it has this very yummy, savory, and sweet flavor to it. And today I brought some for our Naijin, for our offering. So it's up there. And then I also wanted to talk about one other activity that I think when the girls are always polled, what is your favorite activity? What is your most favorite activity about Girl Scouts? And they usually say Junior Jam. Who's participated in Junior Jam? So Junior Jam, it's an annual weekend camp out. It's in April. They usually have it at El Dorado Park. And it's where the junior Girl Scouts, and the junior Girl Scouts are 4th and 5th graders. They compete in events that test outdoor skills, and there's fun skills. They learn about knots, lashing, fire building, tenting. They also learn about knives and tools, and they spend weeks preparing for this competition. And I know our troop always does a great job. There's always a theme. So when my daughter did Junior Jam one year, they had a Western theme. So that's their tent, and they were the Golden Nuggets. It was the Golden Nugget Diner. So it's really fun for the girls. And through this event, it's one of the events where the girls actually get to interact with their dads or their grandparents, where they learn skills that are normally, taught by men. And then they have flag ceremony there. This is from a couple years ago, the cookie dragons. I'm sure they did a good job. They learn how to do their tenting. Again, this is that year where they had the cowboy theme, so we had cups that had the OCBC Mining Company on them. And of course, they won first place for fun events, first place for skilled events, and they also won a flag for theme. And there's my daughter with her dad. So the other thing that I've been involved with is the Girl Scouts. They could earn a pin called the My Promise, My Faith pin, and there's actually 5 steps to earning the pin, and it's available for kids or for Girl Scouts grades kindergarten to 12th. And the 4 steps are, and I have the first step written here: choose one line from the Girl Scout law. Find a story, song, or poem from your faith with the same ideas. Talk with your family or friends about what that line of the law and the story, song, or poem have in common. And then step 2 is find a woman in your own faith community and see how she applies that line of the law in her life. Gather 3 inspirational quotes of women that fit with the line of the Girl Scout law. Make something to remind you of what you've learned. So when I initially ran this class, the girls decided that they wanted to do a haiku poem. So I've continued that for the past couple classes that I've had. So I'll go ahead and read some of their haiku poems in a bit. And then finally, keep this connection strong. Find out if your community offers a recognition program for the Girl Scouts. So our ministers do offer a Padma Award class. It's a class that's over several weeks, and they earn the Padma Award. Okay. So this is the Girl Scout Promise and Law. Can the Girl Scouts in this room help me read this? So, Girl Scout Promise. On my honor, I will try to serve God and my country, to help people at all times, and to live by the Girl Scout law. Girl Scout law. I will do my best to be honest and fair, friendly and helpful, considerate and caring, courageous and strong, and responsible for what I say and do, and to respect myself and others, respect authority, use resources wisely, make the world a better place, and be a sister to every Girl Scout. Thank you, girls, for helping me. So again, I asked the girls to look at the service book and find out something from the Girl Scout law that applies, that you could find in your service book. So if you guys want to look in your service book, you could follow along with me. So we had several girls, each girl did a worksheet. So these are a few from a couple weeks ago, or 3 weeks ago. So the Girl Scout law of responsible for what I say and do goes along with the Eightfold Path, and it's on page 12, and it goes along with right speech and right conduct. And then the Girl Scout law of friendly and helpful goes along with the 6 paramitas on page 11. And for the 6 paramitas, Dana, may I be generous and helpful. Okay? And then make the world a better place. This one scout found the song Joyful in Amita's Light on page 124, bringing us all together, joining our hearts as one. Okay, here's a couple more. Girl Scout law of respect myself and others, and it went very well with the loving kindness meditation on page 26. And also make the world a better place and be a sister to every scout. So I'm a link in the golden chain on page 119. That's a song. Spreading kindness and love every day to all living things that come our way. Okay, so I asked the girls to put together a poem talking about what they learned. So Nikki Fu said, "My promise, my faith, bringing us all together, love and gratitude." And then Megan said, "Maya Angelou, respect myself and others, we are all equal." So the girls were to find a quote from a famous, somebody famous. So Megan picked a quote by Maya Angelou. And then these are the last two that they were the girls that came up with the idea of the haiku poem, and I still love these poems to this day. So the one on the left from Katie Nakagawa, learn from the teachings, show kindness and compassion, follow the Buddha. Connected by faith, we share this community, we're all one Sangha. And then on the right side by Olivia Inanaga, I'm a Girl Scout serving my community, always connected. I'm a Buddhist, Sangha and Buddha Dharma, always dependent. Both serve the Sangha, always interdependent. They both make me, me. Aren't those great? I love them. Okay, so I wanted to keep the message short today. This was the Daisy class that Miss Joyce ran the class 3 weeks ago, and we had a helper as well, Eleanor Medina. So do you girls see yourself in there? Okay, thank you very much. That's the end of my Dharma talk today. Thank you. Please join me in Gassho. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu.